We're joined live now by the New South Wales RSL President, Mick Bainbridge. Mick, good to have you with us. Thank you so much for your time this morning. How do you reflect on a day like today?
Pete, thanks for having me. Look, it's a day that we honour and respect and commemorate our Anzacs, but I think it's slowly also morphed into a day where we have the opportunity to say thanks to all generational veterans, you know, be it Vietnam, right through to modern day conflicts like Iraq and Afghanistan. And all the peacekeeping operations in between.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a moment, but just on the service this morning, how was it?
Fantastic. We had a bumper crowd. We had all of the dignitaries there to join us. Look, I know that within Sydney we've all had heavy hearts this last few weeks, so it was fantastic to see the community come together. And I'd really like to say thanks to our first responders, in particular our police, that are making sure that our veterans are safe and the crowds are safe for this march this year.
You must feel energised in some ways, you know, when you've got these dawn services, whether it is at the Cenotaph or wherever, that people continue to turn out, you know, 109 years after the Anzac legend was born, Mick.
I think it's more important than ever, Pete. The world's a pretty wild place at the moment, and war is a terrible business. And it's heartening to see everyone coming to Sydney, join the service. We have 320 sub-branches across the state, and if anyone is concerned that they've missed a service, please jump on the RSL New South Wales website and have a look, and that will lead the way in your local community where you can see an event.
And as we saw just a moment ago in Brisbane, we've got kids there, still so many young faces.
Absolutely. It's fantastic to see the kids there. I had my young son Mason and my daughter Matilda join me today at the Cenotaph and help me lay the wreath. And they'll be holding hands with me at the lead of the march this year, starting at 9 o'clock in Sydney. So the more young kids involved, the better. I think it's great for them to see our current serving members and our veterans and say thanks.
When you're in that march, Mick, give us an idea of what that's like to be amongst all of that, when you got so many people who line the path and, you know, if they don't applause, you know, they look at you with such pride. What's that like for you to look at and to hear?
I always feel pretty uncomfortable in front of a crowd. I think most of our veterans are extremely humble, but I do know that it means the world to them. You know, and our thanks to our servicemen and women should go beyond just Anzac Day. So, you know, there are many other days that we commemorate throughout the year, and having the public behind us is just a fantastic way for us to you know, not only help our servicemen and women who are currently serving across the globe now, but to say thanks to our current serving and our veterans. It really makes them feel part of the community.
And as you referred to earlier, you know, Anzac Day is a nod to the past, but also a look to the future. A future which is clouded by wars that are happening right now and potentially others happening to our north in the future. So serves as a reminder of what can happen.
Look, like I say, war is a terrible business, and my job as president of RSL is not just to advocate for our veterans, but to remind everyone just exactly what the cost of those events are. And I think we live in a fantastic nation, and we've got to, you know, look after our service people, because there may be a time in the future we call on them, and we need to make sure that all of the processes and supports are in place for them.
Best nation in the world, and you are among the best people in this nation. Mick, appreciate your time and thank you for your service.
Thanks very much, guys. Cheers. Have a great day.
We'll talk to you soon.